that the Bible is a book of promises, prophecies, principles, precepts, prosperity, and that this gives you the ability to make predictions about the outcomes in the future so you can position yourself for the path of prosperity? Woo! That is a mouthful, because when you look at it and you can begin to understand that the Bible is a gift to you. It's about a king who has a kingdom, and he's giving you all the tools, all the precepts, all the promises, all the prophecies, all the principles, everything that's needed for you to do what you were called to do, and more importantly, to be who you were called to be. And one of the things that we've been talking about lately is going over biblical principles and how we use them so that we can build wealth. And again, wealth is going to be, definition is different for everyone. But to me, I know a person's wealthy when they have a skill set that can provide a solution to someone else, that someone else is willing to pay them. Because I want you to think about this, and I just said this on our Crystal Clear Finances podcast. Understand that if you were in a place where if anything happened to you, an expense came, or there was an emergency that came, or an opportunity that came, and you, instead of worrying, where am I going to get the money? You said, okay, well, how many people do I need to serve? What do I need to do with my skill set? How many new solutions can I bring to the marketplace? Because everything that I have need of, God has already put within me. Now I just need to bring it up, sharpen that skill set off, get to work, and then be able to create the residual or income needed to meet the need or the opportunity. To me, that's wealth. Just like to me, success is being able to walk in the calling God has for you. Notice that I didn't say that success is how many cars, how many houses, what your bank account look like, what your stock market looks like. It has to do with, am I walking as the person that God has called and fashioned me to be? Then you're being successful. But let me just quick talk about this principle, and then I'll let you go today. And the principle we're talking about today is the law of entropy, because anything left to itself falls more and more to disorder. And we have to realize that if we will be distracted from our calling, then the calling can fall to the wayside. And we cannot allow that to happen, because if it's left alone, it's like that tractor that's in the field that gets rust on it, or when I travel and somehow I come home and there's dust bunnies all over the house. Something that is left alone will begin to decay and go backwards. And we cannot let what God has put within us, or the calling that He has upon us, we cannot just let it sit to the side, because it gets cranky and tired, and it gets moldy, and it gets rusty, and it just doesn't do what it's supposed to do. And yet what we need to do is stay focused and say, no. This is what God has called me to do. This is what I'm going to focus on. I'm not going to put it to the side. And here's the deal. There will be so many interruptions in life, so many things clamoring for your attention. Just put your blinders on. Focus on what God's called you to do. Put your hand to the plow and make sure you keep moving forward, because that anything left to itself falls more and more to disorder. That should not be said about your calling. You've got too much to do and just a little bit of time to do it. So get busy, my friend, and I'll see you again next week.